Hello, everybody out there. So it's been a minute since we've done a video. Been a little bit of a long time. Can't even put my camera facing the other way because I can't see it and even know that it's actually working. I did get the clap this time though. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I was able to get it kind of set up, so hopefully it'll work. Beard's getting longer, as I'm sure you can see, and the hair is getting a little bit longer too. So been out here for a little bit in Louisiana, trying to help people out after the hurricane. I had originally said that I was going to try and do a morning motivational video, and then I quickly realized that there's a lot of work to do out here, and I really haven't had a lot of time or a lot of privacy. But finally, I'm in a position today where I'm in a camper, which is why it looks kind of funky in here. But I had some time to sit down by myself, no one in a room next to me, not in someone's Airbnb with them right next door or above me or below me or wherever I've been staying for the past month. But neither here nor there. We are here today, and I've had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. There's been a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but again, it's just hard to make the time when I'm working from sun up to sundown, Monday through Sunday. Yep, that's right. But I wanted to talk about an idea that's been kind of playing itself out in my mind, and I know it's kind of a random motivational little pep speech, and I really don't think it's for myself, but maybe it partially is. Maybe I'm trying to motivate myself, but at this point in time, you're like, get to the point, man. So the point is, been playing in my head a lot. One of the main themes that I've been saying to myself and kind of trying to preach to other people while working out here, because it's a lot of work and it's hard and it's a lot to learn and it's a lot to do, is the idea of, I guess I can't remember the exact theory or the guy who came up with the idea, I guess rather, but nuclear habits, and trying to get a little bit better each day. And I can't remember the gentleman who came up with it. Can't even remember if that's what it's actually called. But his whole idea was trying to improve by 1% every day. And if you haven't heard of that before, then let me be the introducer of this topic and try and take a little bit farther. So the idea is about improving 1% every day. And I think that sounds really great and all in our heads. And I think that that's a great, motivational thing to think about. Just get a little bit better each day. But I think a lot of times we don't realize how much 1% better really is and where we're really starting from. And so I kind of wanted to delve into that and hopefully motivate everybody out there who ends up watching this video to do just that, improve by 1% every day, but also really take in the full scope and mentality that I think that it really requires to be able to actually improve by 1% every day. So starting off, if you do the math, and I have done the math, and I could be a little bit wrong, but you got to click the button so many times to figure out the percentage, and I don't have the time to try and use a calculator any other way. So I'm starting with the idea that most people, when you're doing something new or you're in a situation that you've been in before, it doesn't really matter either way, are going to start at a base of 10%. 10% to 100%. But I feel like most people, whether it's something you've never done or something you've done before, whether it's a new job or a relationship or whatever it may be, you have some layer, you have some level is what I wanted to say, base level of knowledge and a base level of understanding of what you're supposed to do and how to do it. And I feel like that's pretty much for anything. Even if you were to go start learning how to dance or getting into the gym, you have a 10%. I feel like most people in general have a 10% base level of knowledge with what they're going to be getting themselves into. They have some previous experience somewhere. They've seen it on TV or in a movie, or they've read about it, or you've been on, I don't know, Men's Fitness, you read that magazine, I don't know, some shit like that. And also in this video, I'm going to do my best not to curse. I don't know, I feel like this is something that I want people to watch and share, so I'm going to try and watch my cursing for the first time ever in a video, so good luck to me and let me know how I do. That's one. So we start with this idea of 10% base level knowledge in whatever we do. And this idea that we want to get to 100%. And we want to be the best that we can be at whatever it is. And the whole thing is, if we start out with 10%, we get 1% better every day. It's going to take us roughly right around almost a year exactly. I think it's like 366 days to get to 100%. And that's kind of what I'm getting into, which is the idea of like, what's the reality and what's the mentality you need to have. So again, whether it's relationships with friends, family, significant others, marriage, whether it's a new job, whether it's getting into the gym, whether it's whatever you're wanting to improve at, it is roughly going to take you a whole year to get to that point in time where you're closer to 100%. You may not be an expert, you may not be the best, but you're going to be pretty damn proficient at what you're doing. And I think that when we think about the whole 1% thing, it sounds really good, but the scope of it is that, like I just said, it's going to take you a year. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy and effort. And I think once you realize it's going to take you a year to go from 10% to 100%, it kind of sinks in like how much grit, how much like work you're going to have to put in to get to a pretty good, adequate level at whatever you're doing. And I think that from there, obviously, if you're someone who has 25% or 30% or 50%, knowledge or experience or know-how and whatever you're doing, then maybe it won't take you as long. But for people, on average, 10% for everything, it's a good starting point as a year. So from there, it's not just the mentality of improving by 1% every day. Like, that sounds great and easy and like a nice little happy thing to say, like, oh, atomic habits, you just got to improve by 1%. But I don't think that we always think about like the mentality, because we always say, you want to strive to be a little bit better than you were yesterday, or whatever it may be, however you want to word it in your own way, whatever you say in your own mind. But the whole thing is, not only is it going to take the 1% and that cutesy little way of saying it, but in reality, it is going to take you a mentality that I think a lot of people don't realize. And the mentality that I really think that you have to have is two-pronged. You have to have the mentality that you are going to do more every day, a little bit more, and you're going to do it a little bit better than the day you did before. And this applies to everything that you want to improve in. Again, whether it's work, whether it's in the gym, whether it's a relationship, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to do a little bit more, as in, try this or do that, or I don't know, call your significant other one more time, or text them one more time, or do 1 or 2 more reps in the gym, or I don't know, stay an extra 5 minutes at work, or spend an extra 5 minutes busting your butt at work a little bit more every day. And obviously there's only so much time in the day, so obviously it's not always going to be a time thing, but we're just kind of like just trying to give you some ideas. So not only is it going to be more, it's going to be better. So once you've done more, you need to get better at the things that you're already doing so that you're improving those as well. Because that 1% better, that 1% improvement can't just be new shit all the time. It can't just be, I learned this, or I'm doing this and I didn't do it yesterday. Like, yes, there is going to be more. You're going to do more. That is part of it. But part of it is also doing it better. So what you've done the day before, what you've done the week before, what you've already established as your next level up as you work up the chain, you're going to have to do it better. So it's not always going to be every day. Like I just said, you're going to be adding new stuff or doing something different. But maybe you're just going to do it a little bit better. So maybe you're like, you know what? I've already texted my significant other my traditional good morning text, and now I'm doing that a few days a week. Okay, well now instead of just saying good morning, maybe you added the text. Maybe you say something a little bit nicer, a little bit sweeter. Maybe say good morning beautiful, or good morning handsome, or just add a little bit of something in there like I've been thinking about you, or I miss you, or whatever. Just that next step, little bit better. Same thing with the gym. Maybe you can't do any more reps, but maybe the whole thing is that you could do the reps a little bit cleaner, or maybe you could, like I said, have your form a little bit better, or maybe you could go a little bit lower on squats, or whatever it is, just a little bit better than you've been doing before. It's not always just gonna be more. Same thing for a job. Maybe you've already increased, you're staying a little bit later, or maybe you've put in a little more time busting your butt, but now you're going to do it a little bit better and not actually necessarily put more into it. But I'm telling you, it's this mentality that I think I've had in my head since being out here, which is every day I want to get a little bit better at every facet of my life, which is overwhelming because there's so much stuff in everybody's life. But that's me. But if you have something specific that you want to get better at or improve, regardless of where you're starting, whether it's 10%, 25%, 50%, maybe you're at 80% when you start something, I don't know. But this idea that it's not just 1% every day get better, ha ha ha, that sounds great. It's the reality, the mentality that you're going to have to do a little bit more every single day. You're going to have to do it a little bit better every single day. And again, It may not be every single day for more. I'm not going to lie to you. You might not be able to do more at some point in time. At some point in time, you might be able to, you're doing all you can do with all the time you have. And it's just doing it better. It's having a better quality result. It's having a better quality product. It's having a little bit more thought or energy, or you're perfecting a process or whatever it may be. But you got to have that mentality, because just saying I want to get a little better every day, or the 1% better every day, which is true, like that's what you should be striving for, but you can't just say that and then hope. You got to realize that it's got to be more, it's got to be better every single day. That's just the reality of the situation. I keep saying more every single day, but again, for the 15th time, that might not be exactly true. It might just be better and improving on what you're already doing to make the end result even greater than it was before. Even greater than. At the end of the day, I don't know how motivational this is. I don't know how helpful it will be, but hopefully someone out there who's trying something new or who is trying to improve, whether it's in the gym or their relationships or work or whatever it is that you want to do in life. Maybe you're starting your own business. Maybe you have a side hustle. Maybe you do photography, or you do, I don't know, maybe you sell stuff on like a side market, not like in a bad, like negative black market, gray market type of way, but maybe you buy and sell stuff from Ross. I don't know. Whatever it is, if you want to take that to the next level, if you want to be, again, above adequate, if you want to be good or great at whatever you do in life, it is going to require you to improve every day. It's going to require you to try and strive for 1% better every day, because it's an atomic thing. It's going to compound on itself over time, and it'll be an SOB when you start, because you're going to be like barely up, and then over time it'll slowly get faster and faster and faster, because you'll have everything down. You'll be on your rhythm. You'll be in it. So have that mentality. Apply it regardless of what you're trying to do. Again, if you want to be great, if you want to be good at whatever it is that you want to do in life, it's going to require the mentality of improving every single day. And not every single day are you going to improve 1%. So don't let that get you down if, you're sitting there for a few days or a week or maybe even a month where you're just not seeing those improvements. Realize that if you continue to have the mentality that you're going to try and do more, you're going to try and do better, over time you will make progress. And maybe it takes you a little bit longer than a year. Maybe it takes you a year and a month. Maybe it takes you 2 years. It doesn't matter. But the reality is that if you're striving for that and you're having the mentality of doing more, doing better, you will eventually get to the point in time where you're good or great. Same thing with your relationships. And I always love to bring it back to relationships, but it's true. If you start out with the base level, maybe for most people you get into a relationship that's new, or you get married or whatever, and you have 25 or 50%. If you want to get that relationship to 100% and have everything be fucking, it's two times I cursed. If you want to have everything be as good as it possibly can be, it may not always take you just a year. It may take more time, and that's okay. You may not improve every single day, and that's okay. It's the same thing in the gym. You're not always going to be able to do more reps. You're not always going to be able to do more weight. You're not always going to be able to do better form on every single thing every single time. But it's just keeping that mentality, not thinking about short term, because yes, you need to have short term goals. Yes, you do. You really do. You have to want to improve little by little, which is the short term goal. But you got to keep that mentality that this is a long term thing. Because if you let it get you down, if you think like, oh, it's going to take me a year or 2 years to be good or great at whatever I'm doing, it's going to be very, very negative, and you're probably never going to do it. It's going to sound like a lot of work. And people inherently, myself included, we tend to be very, very lazy. We want great things. We want good things, but don't let the reality that it may take you a lot of time get you down. Use that as a motivating thing to realize, like, hey, if I put in the work, if I bust my butt, if I'm doing everything that I can do every day to just get better, even if it's just 1% better every day, do a little bit more, do it a little bit better, then within a year, maybe a little bit more, I'm going to be able to be good or great at whatever I want to do in life, regardless of what it is. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it motivates somebody. Hopefully it's some positivity out there in the universe, which I haven't put out there in a little bit. And that's pretty much what I got, guys. Unfortunately, these videos aren't live when I'm out here. I'm going to do a few more because I'm going to be in this camper for a few days. So I'm probably going to do a video every day and post them up bingo bongo bango, because I have a little bit of free time in my evenings where I have nothing else to do. I don't know anyone in Louisiana. So gonna put this out there. Like I said, there's no live portion. If you do want to ask questions about this topic or whatever topic, you can find the Greater Than movement on pretty much every social media platform in human existence. Okay, not quite literally, but on quite a few of them. If you're watching it on YouTube, feel free to shoot me a message directly in the comments or directly on any social media platform, and you can ask whatever you want to ask, whether it's about this topic or relationships or friends or family or work or the gym or whatever you want to talk about. My whole goal with doing this channel, with doing the Greater Than movement, is trying to help improve people's lives, trying to help 100 million people, which is a crazy number. It's more crazy when I realize how many people I meet every day, and that's, 100. And then I gotta think about that there's 100 million that I want to help. So add times it by a million. So at the end of the day, again, I hope it's helpful. Hopefully it's motivational. If there's anything else I can do for anybody out there, feel free to reach out. It's the whole name of the game. I don't like to ask people to like and subscribe. If you guys want to do that, it's great. I appreciate any support I can get, because again, it's just all about positivity. It's all about impacting people's lives in a positive way, and hopefully just brightening them up a little bit, or maybe changing their life. I don't know, somewhere in the middle maybe. But the best way for more people to see the content, more people to see what I'm trying to do, trying to help people out and trying to improve their lives, is if people share the content. So if you have a free minute, if you liked what you watched, if you feel like it will be helpful for someone else, please feel free to share it, whether you link it or you tell them about the page or whatever. Hopefully there's something, either this video or another video, that could be helpful for you and helpful for somebody else. So I got, guys. At the end of the day, stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, above all, be greater than. Also, get a little bit better, do a little more every single day, and you will be great and good at whatever you want in life. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Have a great night. Bye.